Hi everybody, it's Pam from Fluent to Fitness UK here, and I wanted to just chat to you today about exercise in the stage of perimenopause. So perimenopause is the stage leading up to the menopause, and that's from about the age of 35. And sometimes we don't think about hormones changing about that time, but they definitely start to change as a result of metabolic changes and stuff in the body as well. So just keeping that in mind, that some of the symptoms you may find, maybe if you've got menstrual cycle changes, maybe if your stress levels are increased or you develop things like anxiety, that could also be related to your hormone balance, okay? So first thing I wanted to say was that actual just any activity, there's not a specific sort of, oh, you must do this type of class or you must do this type of workout. Not necessarily. I think it's very important for us to enjoy what it is that we do and that we can fit into our time. Because I know we've all got busy lives, we've maybe got families, we've got businesses or jobs to run. So we need to make sure that we are doing something that fits in with our lives. We don't want to be adding more stress and more pressure to do a certain, get to the gym, or if that just doesn't fit in, you just want to make sure whether that's going to be going to a dance class, or if that's doing some climbing wall activity, or that's playing golf, or whatever it is that you're wanting to do, then whatever fits in with your likes and your life as well. One of the things I also highly recommend is to focus on walking. So focus on getting your steps up to make sure that your daily activity levels are quite high, because there's not, if you're sitting at a desk all day, you're literally getting 0 steps, then you're going and hammering it at the gym, and then you're coming home and then you're sitting on the couch all night. Actually, if you manage to increase that activity level throughout the day, you would get many more benefits of your workout as well. So that non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT we call it, definitely has an impact on the overall health of your body as well. So making sure you are trying to get that incorporated, okay? So on to actual exercises. What type of exercise regimes should we be doing? So number one has got to be weights. So it's got to be lifting weights, because what happens is from about the age of 32, your muscle mass starts to reduce, and that lowers your metabolic rate as well, okay? Along with that, your bone density levels start to reduce. This is because women going through all the hormonal changes that we do. So what we want to do is try to counteract that, and weights builds that metabolic tissue, so you're going to have less reduction, you're going to have a higher metabolism because you're going to be building more of that muscle mass, and your bones are going to be much more strong and much more dense. Then you've got a less you're less likely to suffer from breaks and fractures later on in life as well. So weights, that's just one of the many benefits of doing resistance training. I'm trying to keep it related to what it is that we do, what it is that we're talking about, focusing on perimenopause and what we need. Perimenopause is also a stressful time in our lives, because, as I say, we've got families, we've got jobs, we've got houses to run, we've got all these other things to do. So weights can really help to de-stress as a result of general life as well. So making sure you're increasing your resistance training, and whether that is going to a gym and doing a program, or whether that's incorporating weights into your home workouts, if you're doing something like my Lift Lean program, anything like that, just to make sure you are increasing your weights. Body weight is also very good. So if you're doing exercise, make sure you're doing things like squats and press ups and all those type of things as well, because that body weight, again, is going to build that bone density resistance bands also. The other thing that I think a lot of people don't really take into consideration or realise maybe is that it takes longer for your body to recover from anything, whether that's a big night out or whether that's a hard workout. Your body does take longer to recover from things, and when you're doing things like weights, your recovery is just as important as doing the exercises themselves. So trying to make sure that you are incorporating recovery into your week. So if you do 5 days at the gym, maybe from the age of 40 or so, try to do 4 workouts in 1 recovery session, whether that be something like yoga, Pilates, just a pure mobility session. Like a trigger point Pilates is something that's so good to do, because it can improve mobility, it can help with joint pain and stuff as well, that you might start to find that you're having more injuries, and that's all part of maybe your body not having enough recovery. So making sure that you're letting your body do that as well. And yeah, we quite often think that, well, I've only got a short period of time to work out, and I want to feel that, I want to burn, I want to sweat. And that's definitely a mindset. It is definitely a mindset. Once you start incorporating these recovery or restorative workouts, you'll then start to see that your other workouts are going to improve as well. So you'll improve much more at them when you incorporate that recovery time. Taking a little bit longer to warm up, particularly if you've got any specific injuries, knee issues, ankle injuries, hips or back or anything like that. A wee bit more mobility work to warm up. Make sure you are including mobility work into your daily workouts as well, whether that's sitting on a chair and doing some exercises, or whether that's doing a mobility sequence. There's some on my YouTube channel, the mobility flow sequences, or whether you're doing it as part of your warm-up or your cool-down routine, because mobility is one of those things that we start to lose as we age, and if we don't use it, then we lose it, particularly for the spine. Now, if you have got any issues with the spine, maybe with regards to spinal degeneration, then the only way that your spine is going to improve is by mobilizing it and moving it. And that goes a lot for a lot of the joints. So making sure you are incorporating all that type of stuff in as well. So we're focusing on getting your daily steps up, generally doing exercise that you enjoy, something that you like. Your weights, I mean, I've only touched the surface of the benefits of doing weights. If you want to improve the shape or your tone of your body, that's weight training that does that. And people say, I want to lose weight and I want to tone up. I'm going to do this in a different video. Lose weight and I want to tone up. They're actually two completely different things. And your program, you can't really program to do both. But as I say, I will do another video on that for you. But if you are wanting to get that toning aspect, then it's definitely weights that you have to do as part of that. Body weight, as I say, that is good enough to use. Body weight exercises and incorporating the recovery and the mobility aspect as well. All right, so I hope you found that helpful. Please let me know if you found it helpful, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.